All right. Good afternoon. Well, evening at this point. Um, I'm probably gonna finish these damn trolls, and actually a few other guys too. But uh, they've kind of been sitting on the desk forever, unfinished, because I wasn't 100% sure what I was gonna do with them. I forgot how volatile vinegar was, and while I was out getting the spray paint for doing some of these bases, I wanted to get it like pre-shaken, so I don't have to run down, and I'm gonna have to like hop out at one point to go spray these bases at some point, but I'll be right back up to go work on other stuff, other bases while they dry. It'll be some back and forth with each of these. Um, while I was out there, I was checking the silver in the garage, and I kind of forgot how volatile acetic acid is, because we usually use it at like 5%. It's household vinegar, it's nothing. But this is 30%, and at 98%, it's actually quite corrosive and flammable. But the silver was finally washed and mostly clear, and I hit it with just a little bit more vinegar. And it's all blue again. So there was a lot more copper in there still. But it actually evaporated up the sides of the beakers and deposited copper acetate like all over the inside. So I had to go and wash all that out and then refilter it, but at least I'm getting rid of it. Hold on one second. My turtle's being a dumbass. Give me a second. What the heck are you doing? All right. That turtle demolishes everything in her habitat. I don't know how she does it. It's like these pieces of wood are really heavy, and then waterlogged. I imagine they're just more heavy, but maybe the buoyancy in the water is helping. But this tiny little turtle will like knock these heavy chunks of wood around and completely collapse anything I built for her in her tank and ruin it. But anyways, let's get working on minis. Um, so I've got a beer to enjoy. I've been on medication for a little while, so I haven't been able to drink any alcohol. I started some mead. That's taken off pretty slow. It's been about a week fermenting now, and it's just barely bubbling. And I'm hoping it smells a little meaty, fermenty-ish, but it's not like bubbling away like it normally is. So I'm wondering if the room I've got it in is a little cold. I mean, it's not true. It is a little cold. It's probably in like the mid 60s. Um, so I think it's just slow in the start it's gonna get. I also normally work with wet yeast samples. This is a dry one I had to reconstitute. But it's not like bubbling away like normal, but it is fermenting, and I wonder if maybe the attachments I have on top, the airlocks, are just bigger bubbles more infrequently than smaller bubbles all the time. That might be another thing, but last batch I made wound up at 26%, and like the honey sweetness was all completely gone. It was all um, alcohol at that point. Delicious. Pretty good. Like, very light flavor. So whatever other flavors I put in it stood out more. But Good. I just want to be able to drink one of them without getting completely smashed. Yeah, there's some more in here. There's enough in here. I'll just wait till the next glass. Where are my coasters? That is wobbly as shit. Put this. None of this is steady. Oh, there's stuff under my coasters. That's why. Crap from my desk. Oh, that was it. Some tiny little peg of nothing on there. All right. So, finally got some 50 mil bases. The hill trolls and cave trolls all got up to 50 mil bases this round. Need that baggie. So I've got 4 cave trolls. We'll be putting onto more bases. Birder, who's I'm going to be doing my snowy Angmar bases. Troll. And troll. The only troll I'm not basing today is my... Alright, whatever. Is my Isengard Troll. Just because the... A little bit light. How's this? A little bit more light up this way, that way. There we go. A little brighter. The meta on these guys isn't out yet. They're no longer part of the main lists. So they're kind of missing from the rulebook. I'm gonna assume they're at least on yeah, they're at least gonna be on a 50. They might be on a 60, I'm not sure. But until then, I was gonna give them the same squished, muddy field as my other Urukai. So this guy's just sitting and waiting until then. Then the last 3 are the Gildor, Radagast, and Gonburigan I painted a while ago. I just never based them yet because I didn't really have themes and plans for them yet. So Gildor, you can't. I don't think you can't take him in the Lothlorien list anymore. I don't think. He's another one whose meta's kind of gone. So I gotta keep him with just a Rivendell theme, but I don't know what my Rivendell theme is gonna be. Radagast, I already did the mud on his base, so it'll just be whatever foresty bits I normally do. I gotta leave a couple spots because I was gonna 3D print some little animals and paint them and glue them on. So I can't fill his base in too much. Oh my god, I can't pick any of these up. And then Gonburigan, the woes are kind of... I haven't really figured the woes out yet. The Lothlorien bases, I start with gray and then wash with brown. So I might start his with the tan and wash with brown. And just make it seem a little bit like a warmer, friendlier forest. Or maybe I start his brown and wash it brown. And then it'll look earthier, maybe. But I've also got a few other little branches and things to do. So these guys are each going to be their own little separate interruption from these guys. Speaking of these guys, this is the old base for this one. Back when I could use them with Angmar, so I it's pretty nice, snowy, fieldy bases. Crunchy snow, grasses, logs. I'm going to try to reuse this base for some other 40 mil Angmar thing. Maybe look at some wargs for it. Yeah. But that's what his base will be like. And then these guys are the ones that whose bases are going to need a little more duty and work to get work on. But it's fun with drills. Ow, I stabbed my hand with something sharp. There we go. I think it's the big drill. It's the same size as their foot pegs. Not this guy, he's plastic. Yeah, it's the big one. Alright, so this guy doesn't need one. He's good. Oops. He's good. These guys, I think you need the same. Oh. There's no hole in these. Cool. So... I want them centered. Do I want them centered or do I want them a little more forward? Probably a little more forward, actually, because his arms are reaching out so far. Take my ring off real quick. Get a good grip on here. I just ordered a new ring, too. Because my old one... Or the new one has got the writing on it. Ooh, this is harder than I thought. Alright, I gotta... Okay. That's 2 slots emptied. 3 drill bits fell out. Alright. Start this one. Whoops. I need to start a hole for these, I think. Start a hole. Let me stack. Start a hole in the same spot. Alright, this is the stupid plastic one. I hate this one. I hate this one so much. Oh, it's got 2 holes. Great. Go LotR out of the way. Alright. So what we can do for this guy, I'm just gonna put a couple little paint dots. Come on. Alright. Just launched my unclogging wire. Okay, there's new one and Birder. Birder is on his back heel. Oh, hey, this one's got a magnet in it still. Hopefully. So this big drill doesn't fit in my drill handle. Okay, this is biting much better now. Actually, I'm kind of worried about it. I really don't want to like launch this and just launch my beer. Let me have some beer. This is a Duchess Red. That's a sour beer. That is a very sour cherry beer. Kirsch beer, I think. That is biting it too much. It's actually not letting me rotate it. This is getting stupid. Alright, I guess I'm going to go one more in between size. This one does at least fit in the drill. Cuts of maintenance. Tight. It is, there we go. It's causing the drill to not. It's twisting the frickin' drill bit. Come on. There we go. It's like it's... I can't get the drill to actually bite its own drill bit. Let me close my paint. Oh my god, I just left that out. Pancakes, is that you? Let's set the trolls off to the side. Pancakes, what? Come in here, buddy. You can push the door open. Can't. Pancakes, buddy, what's up? Mama downstairs, sitting with the brother you hate. What's up, buddy? Stuck on the drill again. Hey, Pancakes, what's up, buddy? Where you going? Yeah, the mama's snuggling your brother, huh? Without you. Probably because you're a shithead. Where are you? Hi. Hi, dork. Come here. Come here, you little dork. Pancakes, buddy, I can't help you if you don't come here. I know, I'm talking to the computer. He also gets upset when Dr. Wipe has, like, voice conference calls. Because, like, God forbid we don't spend all of our attention on him constantly. Even when he doesn't want it. my god. You can barely see it on my knuckle. Buddy, that's a lot of fur that just came off your butt. Hi. Oh, there he is. He's in the chair behind me. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. I want to scratch your big dumb head. It's a pain in the ass one because it's too big for the drill. My jeweler's ones. Where's my tiny pliers? I just launch. Whoops. Whoops. Let's grip it tight enough? I don't know. Will grip it steady enough? Absolutely not. No. Weehaw. Stupid drills. Stupid bass pigs. Stupid neighbors with their loud car. The pancakes. Never had this much trouble with these before. Oh, are these Games Workshop? Nope. Plastic might be a little harder. They're all the same spot. They are. Alright, let's not put it in here. Alright, birder. Yeah, it's fantastic. Let's try just the smaller one then. Do just a smaller one. What's better then? Way too big. Okay. I think everybody's just gonna be a little loose till I get there. Get them glued in there. Oh my god! Come on! Just shredded my fingernails. It's 2. Tips. Ouch. I have drills down in the garage I could just go use. It'd be less damaging to my hands than this. Missing a drill bit. Pancakes, buddy. He's finally sitting down behind me and relaxing. You buddy. Pain in the butt. Oh, wow. Tip of my thumb's pretty. Well, you can't see it, but outer layers are all shredded. Stupid trolls. Alright, will the big dumb plastic one fit in these holes? Not quite. They're slightly off center. I think making them a little larger will make it fit. Oh my god. I mean, bits are coming off. It's just they're not coming off in a full circle. They're coming off in like enough to get the wide parts of the spiral through. Oh my god. Oh, there we go. One more. Come on. One more. I get all this plastic off here too. Oh! Yeah. That is biting in. What that sort of pin drill set contains drill bits that your pin drill can't fit? Yeah, it's a slice. I need more alcohol. This thing is going to just absolutely destroy my heartburn. It is so freaking sour. It's good beer, but it is incredibly sour. All right. Here we go. I just rolled. What do I go the other way? Without the sharp edge biting in and trying to grind it. All right. I'll get this out here at some point. Is that freaking good enough? Better be. What ein pain in mein asshole. Sweep, sweep. All right, that ought to take care of that. Let me move the mic. All right. So, out. Birder. I think here's where logistics is going to be a real pain in the ass. All of these bases are going to have steps where they're going to have to sit and dry for a little bit, but I think that these are all large enough and at least varied enough that while they're drying, I can work on entirely different bases. So I think Birders is going to be the wettest. So get him in there. I mean, he's not starter. But for his base, I want to do it similar to how I did Gullivar's here, but without the ice. So I've got a few rocky bits. How did I do this base? I just painted white and then put the snow over it? I think that's all I did. That might be all I had to do. So I could just go prime his base white. Maybe I go do that. Yeah, I'll do his base that way. Alright, so Birder is on the wait to go prime list. Cave Trolls. And this one too. Alright, so I've got 2 trolls that are the same pose. So fortunately, I'm going to stick this guy on here to kind of get an idea of what space I've got for this base as well. This guy can sit on his own base because he's decently steady and fairly well centered. And then this one, this stupid asshole. Does he fit? Alright, I gotta heal his a little bit. So don't quite mention it. Oops. Oops. Trolls are hugging. Shite. There we go. They'll be more steady once you get more glue around their feet. Birder. Oh no, Birder's going on a sole separate set. Birder, you're going over here. Sit in the corner, Birder. This guy is also going. Oh yeah. Alright, I'm going to just take this guy out. This is actually originally my Sauron base, but I did a much better lava one. Really, this guy's just so off-center. It's such a weird, awkward forward pose. I mean, once he's in, that's his overall model is going to be fairly centered on it, but like a weird shape. They're all the trolls are like awkward. Like this one's so far forward. Birder's sword sticks way out to the side. These two both have the one arm going way out. That'd be really uneven. But anyways, I got a lot of little bits of crap I want to put onto their bases. That's for Birder. Birder. Birder, Birder, Birder. That might be Radagast. Got some stalagmites I 3D printed. Put them on one of these guys. Which one's got the most open space? He's got pretty decent open space. My least favorite troll model. I hate this troll model. I genuinely hate this troll model. It looks so stupid. It really does look so dumb. This piece of wood kind of could look like the bottom of some hewn stone, I think. That with some chunks of plaster snapped to look like bricks. Bits of a quarry. Nice square, so I'm gonna sneeze. Shit. I'm not gonna sneeze. Nothing. I got these pikes off of some third-party Uruk-hai that I'm gonna paint up to just look like shitty, rusty makeshift orc weapons. Maybe two of these guys can get. How's this guy? How open is this guy's base? This guy's base is not very open because he's just a big awkward lug. This guy's base is a little open. He's kind of leaning over that kind of heavy. The big one might have to go on the stupid troll's base. Finger. Alright. Glue in some of this shit. Alright, how clogged is my super glue? Let's find out. Very. Ouch. Ouch. Oh, it's really stopped up. Wow. Okay. I gotta cut this open. Oh my god, this isn't that good. Scalpel tip in there real quick. Pick up one of these little bits of crap. Damn. There we go. Alright, so let me get... Shouldn't need much. What quarry piece? Let's put the quarry piece on the... Oops. This big guy. He looks more like he's bashing through. Some knocked over rubble, I think, looks good. Let's put these on Another Troll's base. These two are pretty much the same, so it'll just be a matter of just filling in spaces near them. That's okay. He didn't need to be fully attached yet. A bit of bark. Oops, I forgot how heavy he was. Just sit and stay. Stay in glue, stay in glue. Alright. Let's get some... Where is he going to be? He's going to be there. I'm going to get a little bit more here. Oh my god. Glue's leaking fucking everywhere. How do you screw that up, super glue? God damn it. Square one on here. More of these other little square bits. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna flip those over. That one's lines are almost linear. Enough you're gonna be like, oh, someone just freehanded some dwarven crap. Not too far off. It's just random chunks of plaster I broke. Let's see if I can pull out some pieces. Is it super glue or slice? I don't know. I think it's slice. Let's see. Yeah, let me find some more possibilities. Oops. I bonked him. Alright. Any of these more stone looking? Yeah, this looks... It's definitely more rock looking. Piece of shale. Hmm. Hmm. I'd like to get a few pieces of stuff that look kind of dwarven ruiny. If I can. This is like nice and lumpy, whatever it is. Oh, that's the edge of the blob when I poured the plaster. Some of it's settled out nice and smooth. almost look brick-like. I'll get some dead dwarf corpses or something. Take this weird lump, though. None of these will break at like a nice 90 degrees. Or breaking at weird angles. Good enough. Get back to backer snacks. Alright. This guy's the one with the more lumpy organic-ish base. I kind of know what I want to do with his. Ah. Dwarven Quarry. Dwarven stonemasons got murdered here or something. Room. Alright, that gives enough barging through room. Base is okay-ish. This one up sideways. Fill in some other rubble around it. Good enough. Alright, dry little bastards. Alright. Right. Alright. Well, the super glue dries up. Let's take a look at Kildor and Gunbreak. Alright, so I gotta grab bear with me one second. I've got stuff overlapping like crazy in my desk space. Will Gulliver fit under a Balrog? Kinda. Sorta. If this Fell Beast wasn't in the way, maybe. Simple bitch. Alright, I got too many wires running through like my big models. What was I grabbing? Oh yeah, I was moving. My fingertips are shredded. I was moving the tray so I could move the paint stand, so I could open the drawer enough to get and put those two. Radagast already has the goop in space. So for Gildor, who's basically going to be a little bit lighter in color, I'm going to use the Armageddon Dust. Did not shake at all. There we go. Shook a little bit. Alright, I'm just going to grab a little blob of this and just push it into... Yeah, it's glued in. Push it into where I need it. This usually isn't too much of an issue with them, just doing one guy. I think this gets real rough if I'm doing like 30 Urukai. But on his boot. Got a little more on his boot than I was hoping. I was hoping none of it, but I got a little bit. Oh my god, I keep making it a little bit worse each time. I'm just going to ignore it. If I have to, if it gets bad, I'll just paint over it. Just push the little blobs of it in. Problem is sometimes in they got the metal support. I don't know what you call it. The base slot thingamajig. It gets like bent up or isn't the full length or doesn't quite fit right. The one by his right foot is sticking up quite a lot. Alright, we got Gildor. Let's leave him to dry. Done with the Armageddon Dust. And we'll do the Sterland Mud. It's most of my way through my second bottle of it because I did so many Urukai. And Gunberry Gon's got a decent sized gap in his base. That's a lot. A lot on the rim there. And this will give those two time to dry. He's barefoot though, so it doesn't matter if I get mud on his feet. Say, oh, just more detailing. It's a little thinner than I remember it. know if it's going to fill in this hole by his foot. So I might just have to glue a bush there. Let him dry. All right. So those guys will dry. Super glue on these should be done by now. So these guys are going to be crispy, crunchy. Come here. Come here. There we go. Make sure I'm setting these guys. I'm not setting them in like old super glue droplets or anything. So let me put them inside the spray hood. All right. So these guys are now going to get dirt. This is like the only brush I have that's able to. I always call this a garbage brush. This is like one of the best brushes I have. Not for like detail, just like in pure utility. It never sticks to itself. It never gets jammed up. It's always like good for mixing. I can hit it with glues and then they're just fine afterwards. Let me pull out my dirt. There's my dirt. My dirt almost spilled. Come here, dirt. Shake all that stuff. How many bases do I have to stack on with it? Nope. Whatever. Big on one side, small on the other. Use the brush to push the glue wherever I need it. A little tacky, so we'll just give that a second. It looks a little thinner in some spots. Thinner than I'd like it to be. Oh, you know what? I think this glue container is finally starting to run low. I've been using this glue container for like years now. About like a gallon of PVA glue from Michael's. I've used, you know, ounces of it. Barely any. Because, like, it's a gallon. It's a little tricky. A little tacky. They'll start getting to tacky on the edges and dry a little bit. Right in here. Looks like it's still a little dry. Grab some of this medium stuff. See, it's kind of the problem. It's too coarse. Doesn't all stick. It's too thin, you just make a dusty glob. I don't have time to finish these tonight. I got started a little later than planned. It's already 8 something. What time is it? Oh, it's 9. Okay. We'll see how far I get. When it comes to like sharing the videos later, I think I'll just splice them together if I have to do part 2. Which is that way it's uneven. Honey.
No, it's really cute.
Is it the pancakes behind me?
And YouTube, yeah.
Push a little dirt out. Whoops. Let's wipe this brush and give a quick little rinse. It's getting a little filmy. Excuse me. Right. Just mush everything in there. Edge of the lip of the base caught some of the dirt. Just it. Pancakes is passed out in a chair behind me. The other guys I play with were talking about dirt and sand they use and how you have to bake it and do all that to clean it up. And I was like, oh, you do? Like, do you not? No. Yeah, I just hope your models don't start growing anything. I was like, shit. My scalpel out. Alright. This one. Alright. Just mopping the glue around. Just gonna dump it all over there and actually look at what I'm doing this time. Couple shiny bits. That's actually okay. I'm okay with a little gloss actually comes through because I want to make this particular base look a little damp and cavey. The ones with the stalagmites I want to look a little damp and cavey. Right. Last troll base. Well, last cave troll base. Oh, shite. Shit. I stopped paying attention for like too many seconds and Oh god, I just put my handwriting glue on the towel too. Goodness gracious. If I have to, I'm also going to use some of the, whatever the gray version of the Citadel goo stuff is. Alright, let me clean up this brush. Put it up a little bit.
When I walked up, I felt like I was dying.
Yeah, it feels kind of hot now.
I just
It was like, oh, I only put it up like 4 degrees. Which is apparently a lot.
No, that's okay. I was just curious because I was melting in the laundry.
Alright, let me wipe that up. Little sticky. Alright. Oh, right, I had to pull this one out. Almost left this one in there. Alright. I think that's all of that I'm gonna need. I'll give those a few minutes to dry, and I'm gonna run down and prime them. And priming them should be pretty quick. Rocks back in my drawer. All with a bag of dirt. All with a bag of dirt. Oh my god. Everything like collapsed in here. Bag of dirt on the back. What's this? No, it's the sea foam. Oh my god. Crackle paint, sea foam paint, all kinds of environmental paints. They're all falling everywhere. Oh yeah, there's no rock. I think this would have been too big to put at any of their bases. Oops. Been too big for birders though. I'm gonna put this log on there. That'll be the main focal point, I think, is that log. Alright, birder, sit tight. Right. They are still drying. So, birder. I have to prime his white. I guess we did reach a little time frame impasse. So let's do Let's do those shitty orcish weapons. It's a really old bottle of paint here. I don't even know if there's even enough to really mix. But that's okay. Doesn't need to be good. These are orc weapons. Left resting for a while, so. Old stained wooden handles. Ooh, I could put some gross blood on them too. Sometimes the gore is a little too much, I think. Again, that's something that kind of throws me off with like 40k stuff or some stuff like that. It's like, oh, you went full blood and spikes on this one. And this other one, you went full gore on that one too. Their handles dry. Brush. Oh, Pancakes, what's up, buddy? I moved the chair. Did that scare you? Wuss. 15 pounds of wuss. Actually, I think it's down to 13. Dork. All right. He's still a little damp. He's still a little shine on him. Right, I guess you're gonna get the nice stick. Ooh, wow, that is okay. It's like a very thin layer of bark. You can see it flaking off everywhere. Oh my god. I think that would look nice, kind of like in the very. It would be almost the same pose he's in. Like that, some birds or something on it. Maybe I'll do it like. Maybe I'll just stick it up. Like that. Put it on the ground. Sometimes they look good on the ground too. Put it down like that. Oh, that'll work. I have some tiny butterflies I put on Gladriel. Do I still have those up here? I don't know where they went, but oh hey, it's stuck. I'm just gonna leave that there for now. It's supposed to be there? No, it's not. All right, rather than deal with red painting birder, I'm just gonna paint space white now. There'll just be one more thing I don't have to deal with. Because the white isn't really white. Games Workshop's white isn't great. I'm gonna do that now. Yeah. Screw it. I'm gonna grab a wider brush. Put more paint on here than I thought. Oops. Dry real quick. That was more than I thought. This brush, on the other hand, is so gunked up with stuff that I have to like bust it apart every time I go to use it. It's like solid up to like there. All right. It's not too bad. All right. I will be right back. I should make a little "we'll be right back" graphic. The only one I have is like this disaster one, which I mean, it's only for when things get scuffed. So I will just turn invisible real quick, and I will return. See you in a few minutes. All right. Pancakes, buddy. What? I'm not done, buddy. I know. I left the room, and now you're crying. Ugh. Bat, bat, bat. Paint, paint, paint. Smush, smush, smush. Oh, meow, meow, meow. Quit your whining. I love you, buddy. Pancakes is here. He's being a pain in the butt. Hey, whiny baby. Oop. All right, get out of here, buddy. Dork. Hey, buddy. I love you, buddy. Right. Those are sprayed. Give it a little minute. I don't know if I want a lead belcher or like who should copy these. Brass scorpion, maybe? I don't know if I've even used this one. I have, just once. Probably another troll. Maybe the only thing I've used this on. I don't think I used them on Galadrim or anything. I set that one in glue. I set it right in fucking glue. I'll do that one last. Right. These are rusty, so this doesn't have to be good. Shitty rusty orc weapons, so roughly hewn, hammered into a near appropriate shape, you know. Ooh, I just had an idea. Ooh, I just had a very neat idea. Dr. Wife is working with a bunch of glitter right now. I wonder if I could take a few little bits of glitter and make it look like gems in the rocks. That might work. Oh no! More glue. Fuck. PVA glue is worse than the super glue today. Shit, man. So bits of the paper towel glued to my finger. And then came unglued when I touched this. a little bit more on here. Oops, fuzz. There's fuzz on it. I snipped these off. I've got like a broken rejects pile. They make pretty good parts when you need them. Especially with the orcs. 'Cause the orcs, they're not standardized, so like it doesn't matter if one of them's got like an entirely different set of armor than the other, because they're just a rough rabble. That rusty axe. Right, other side. But these were off of some, I don't remember. KZK minis? They're Urukai equivalent. So these are the tips of the pikes. They came out bent and wiggly out of my printer. I didn't support them enough. So I had all these guys with bent and warped pikes. So I just snipped them off, and I figured I'd use them as some rusty old orc axes left in the mines. Here those warriors from Hammerfell have curved swords. Curved swords. There, a few little bronze. Sheet up bronze. That's ready for another swap. I need 2 or 3 coats. Excuse me. This way the snow will have a nice solid start. Because I don't want to like put the snow on and then have it like not be thick enough in a couple spots that you can see through. You can see the black plastic underneath. So I don't, because it's going to be so covered up, I don't think the top needs another coat. But I definitely need to do the edges, but I can do the edges once I'm not holding them, so. Alright. Birder's base is getting long. As soon as that dries, I'll put the mud on, a couple patches of mud on his. Because I'm gonna have a couple bits showing through the snow, but not all of it. Then I just hit that with the Nuln Oil gloss, and it looks like nice wet mud. I'm not done with the white. I still need the white a little bit, but all right. Let's look back at those axes. So they're cruddy. No, they're not cruddy yet. They're rough and lumpy. So that's, where is the typhus corrosion? I want to say it's called. Shit. I've got so much stuff on my project desk. I have to keep sliding things around to get to my paints. I think that's behind the red paints. Is that behind the red paints? No, it's behind the corrosion. Or do I want to put the nylon oxide on it and make it coppery. Given how much copper I've got screwing up in my garage, my silver setup, let's be realistic with it. So one of them I'll leave in the water, and the other two I'll do a little dry brush with lead belcher. Oops, I knocked over the Isengard Troll. Alright, one of these is going to be all rusty and crappy from sitting in water for this whole time. All the bronze in it now has corroded and turned crappy. As I've learned the hard way from my garage alchemy experiments, copper is fucking hard to get rid of. Copper is a pain in the ass to get rid of. Alright, that one will have sat in the water. The other two have sat in a dry cave. Dusty and spider webby probably, but dry nonetheless. And this isn't going to make it like... I guess this would almost make it more like they were really crappy steel that's got a rusty underlayer to it. I'm really hoping it just kind of unevenly blotches it up so that it looks like they're using really terrible metal. Terrible mixed, unproperly smelted metal. Not that I know anything about smelting metal, I just know about purifying and... Well, I'm smelting it in my garage. I don't know. I toss it in the furnace, I turn it into ingots. It works. Got my silver all out there. I got like 4 or 5 grand in silver just sitting there ready to process. I got like 60 grand of fucking rhodium sitting there. I just don't have a furnace hot enough to melt the rhodium. There. They're shittied up. Alright. Alright, so how's Gildor and Gondor gone? You guys almost dry. Alright, Gildor is a little soft still. He's close. Gondor isn't far behind. Cool. Alright, I'm going to go pop. How many minutes has it been? I don't know. It's 9:30. Alright. Birder, where'd you go? Birder's going to go here. Let's work on birder space. Oh, I can glue him in. He's ready to glue. I don't have to wet and spray and prime shit. So. Excuse me. I can work the snow in around him. So, blob on his foot. Really not prime the bottom of his feet. Oh, he was in the base still when I primed him, I think. This seems like a decent spot for him to sit that doesn't leave his sword sticking out too far. He's going to be a little off balance-wise, I think, but I just have to lean him forward for a few seconds. His feet feel a little bit rounded. Did he... Alright. Okay. Okie dokie. His legs are bent. So I have to do his toes. So his legs are slightly bent. I don't mean at the knee. I mean like his pose. This model is a little bent. And as a result, he doesn't touch the ground evenly. So we're going to have to hold him for a second here while he dries. Hi, hon.
Hi, hon. What's going on?
Not much.
Guilty.
I look guilty.
Oh, when I came in, you just kind of look like you look like throwers.
I look guilty.
Yeah, what did you do? Did you sneak panties and treats? 'Cause I sneak waffles and treats.
No, I gotta hold this guy still while he dries. I look guilty. Hon.
Yeah.
I look guilty. Kind of off weight too, so every time I let him go, he tries to lean back, which peels the toes off.
The waffles that I put out in the bathroom.
Mhm.
And as soon as I open up the door, Waffles just finished eating candy and it just ran in. It's sensitive.
I mean, they're such pigs. They steal everybody's food.
Mm-hmm.
They just know it. It's always there for them. I can. It's the that's just right. It's sour beer. It's very acidic. Right. Let's see. Pancakes, buddy. Playing with a bunch of tissue paper on the floor. He loves shredding paper. Which buddy?
Take it away just to be.
He's gonna take it away, just take his fun away? Oh my god.
Well, yeah, that's
how
the
cruel.
thing is I don't want to.
Alright. Ready in just a second. Okay. Oh, I didn't need to use the dirt. I had my gray ballast out this whole time. I just turned my back on it, so it completely disappeared from my memory. Right, let's see. He looks kind of solid now. All right, let's clip. Let's break the log. As long as actual dirt on it. All right, so I'm gonna get the log like here.
Stupid.
Oh, this is a root, so it's still quite tough, actually. At that end, I want to snap it about here-ish. Like, it doesn't even snap. Trees are tough, man. There we go. That meme with the Isengard orc arguing about like union stuff with Saruman is just fucking right. trees' roots go deep, my lord. Rip them down. Yeah, right. This is what I'm trying to say. It's going to take a lot of planning and engineering to get these things out. They're rooted really deep. Put that balance back in. Now they don't need it. Ooh. Alright, so that is there. I want to put that like there. Got some bits. Still some bits hanging off of it. That works. That looks nice. It looked nice going through a different way. Oh, his loincloth is too low. Okay. Loincloth is too low. Birder's schlong is too long. Let's glue that in place. Perfect. The rock. In the back. Which angle does this rock look best from? Just take like that. Create a little snow to look more rock-like if I do that. It's not so bad. Yeah. This one. This is a piece of cork bark that I actually got. This thing is leaking everywhere. Oh, I think I split the tip of this. No, that was a different roll. Different tube of super glue. The super glue's been pretty good. It's just like the tip cures a lot. Shit. 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 Look. Ah! Oh, god damn it. Look. Look. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. Kind of okay. I'll put the bush in later. Where is my big old acetone jug? Super glue. Acetone takes it right off, though. Is that the proper way to do it? No. I can't tell what's super glue bits and what's just shredded skin. My pancakes. I actually might not put any mud. Put a little mud. Shovel. from under the rock. So if you hit the cork bark with the Null oil, it absorbs it pretty well. It darkens it up nice. Can't see those tools when they're on here.
Yeah.
Basically just cram this into any of the nooks and crannies, any bits where the snow might not fall all the way, or where he's may have pushed it out with his big feet. I think I may have just stuck this in super glue, but that's okay. It's just a spatula. Base of the sticks. A little Null oil gloss will make this nice dark wet mud. Muffin has started crying because he's a baby. I think that was Muffin. It's one of the cats. They're all big baby. Rock isn't gluing all the way. Smear a little under, just in case I'm gonna try to see if I can apply the snow thinner there. Just maybe I'll be able to get it look like less snow landed there. Mud on the bottom of his feet. I'm okay with that sticking. That's actually, I'll smear a little extra on there to make it look like his feet are muddy. It's the details, you know? Little extra details. Alright, that'll be the bits of mud that'll be exposed, possibly. I'm overexposing just so I can have a little overlap. Let it sit dry. So while that's drying, let me go check those other troll bases, and I will be back up again in just a second. All right. So they're still slightly damp. I just had to give them a little quick spritz just to cover some of the other angles. But you can see that the different material is actually absorbing the paint differently. Oh, it's actually, I missed that side. It's actually pretty neat because it's giving me different colored stones. It's kind of nice. Wasn't what I intended, but cool. All right. These two finally look dry enough. Hit them with a wash. I want to do them both with brown. Pan. A little bit of Agrax Earth shade on both of them. Pan, what's up, buddy? So it's bedtime. So, buddy, we never go to bed on time. It's just Agrax Earth shade because it turns the this tannish yellow. Nice dirt. Ooh, that's not spray paint. Quite strong still. Well, okay, it's, I say still. I literally just gave him a quick little psst right as I was leaving the garage, so I didn't give them any time to clear up. Dog, take a look at the dry. I have not tried Agrax on the mud yet, so I don't know how much of a contrast it's going to make. We're doing all right. The Sterling mud does have a slight purplish hue to it. So it does stand out from the Agrax on it, so great. All right, and I'll set them along to the side to dry. Really, gas seems mostly okay. His base is kind of done. It just needs stuff glued to it. Actually, while I had it out, darken up his not rock bark thing. Nah, I want to use the Nolan oil for that. The brown is too warm. Here. Nolan oil. Use the gloss on all of it because it's wet. God. kind of working. Short bristles on it because I trimmed them. It's not absorbing much paint to begin with. A lot of this rock is going to be covered in snow anyways. Can't see around his shadow. Rinse those too. Quick, crappy rinse. All right. 3 bases. Spray that one. I'm gonna go give this one another. Yeah, this wood showing. Whoops. All right, one more quick spray for this one, and I'll be right back. All right. All right. There were just spots I never even hit with the paint. So. All right. Let's glue this branch on branch. Oh, son of a bitch. Let's see if we glued itself shut. There it goes. Stick. I glued it to myself. Fucking super glue. Oh boy. Leave that right there to dry. That'll give them a nice couple of spots. I can glue some critters on them later. Oh, those guys are drying it pretty nice. Alright. Alright, let's null oil these. Get my poor big brush out. Really just helps darken up the stone. I tend not to dry brush the floor of the cave just because I want it to look darker. So I'm going to try to avoid getting this on the... I don't care about the edges. I can paint over the edges. The cut stone, the plaster bits. Do I want to put it on there? How do I put it on there? It doesn't seem to absorb too readily in there. This big piece here is bark. The bark will absorb it pretty quick. But still leave it out enough that it's like... So if you spray it with the spray paint, it seals up pretty nice. Even after a direct shot, like this is turning white again. I'm kind of amazed. Yeah. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to still hit him with it. I'll just dry brush him. Because they're so light compared to the other stuff now that it's kind of standing out in a way that I'm not too thrilled with. That's some glass. This was the one I painted. I'll hit them with the gloss, the stalagmites. They're wet. Right. Once these are, oops, yeah, got the stone. Some of these blobs did do, or these bits of plaster made some good rocks, good bricks. Sometimes they make for awful ones. Chunks of pine bark, though, work fantastic for rocks. Went down the wrong pipe. That was unpleasant. How acidic that beard is. Fucking burned. Oh, I just went down the windpipe a little bit. Ouch. That hurt. I haven't seen. Wait, when is the Wallace Gromit movie coming out? Is that already out? Hon, have you seen the Wallace and Gromit movies? Oh, you're ignoring me. How rude.
No.
How rude to the headphones in.
Watching Your Worst Nightmare.
My worst nightmare. Is it all bears? Is you watching a show all about bears?
all about your nightmares. Your very specific nightmares.
Flamel getting torn apart by bears. Here's a different one of Flamel being torn apart by bears. I have nightmares about bears. I fucking hate bears.
Tonight featuring black bears. Tomorrow featuring polar bears.
Oddly enough, it's always grizzlies.
Imagination has some work to do. Gosh. Where do they have grizzly bears, like, in the U.S.? What region?
A huge portion of it.
No.
Not out here. We got black bears out here.
Mm-hmm.
New York had black bears, although they were less common. They're fairly common up in the Adirondacks, though. I think grizzlies, I believe, are mostly at the Rockies and West. They have grizzlies in Europe. Fairly widespread bears.
And how are they different than black bears?
They're larger.
More severe.
All the better to murder me with. A little.
Say the cats were just like 50 pounds heavier. I would not be missing meal times. I would not be playing around with them.
There was a story about the person responding to a call where a woman's pet cat had torn off part of her scalp. And she kept trying, like, oh no, he didn't mean it, he just got excited. When they finally got a hold of the cat, it was a lynx. It was not a house cat. I want to say a lynx is like 30 pounds.
I think what we have is enough, and it's like 14 pounds.
You know, Wobbles tore the top of my head open. Remember when he did that? Because he wanted to murder the babies.
Fighting. Things are really scary.
She gets nasty when they're fighting. It's nasty when they're fighting. Alright, that's still wet, so let him dry a little bit more. Alright. As these dry. Oh, no, let me grab the gloss. I'll put it on the stalagmites. Stalagmites should probably be more white, really. Calcite. Iron calcium deposits. Oh yeah, but anyways, Hun, I did ask if you had seen all the Wallace and Gromit stuff. Did we all watch all that together? We might have headphones back in. We'll get stalactites nice and wet. The same ones I put on my dragon. I still need that for Birder. Birder. Oh, they're about done. Give them another little second. Birder's still a little damp. These are drying. Alright. Oh, let's work on these guys then. So let me open up my foresty bushes. Grass tufts. It's not the right thing for these guys. And what is this one? We got tufts and food and vegetables and that's the bottom drawer then. I have to hold the drawers with my feet. There we go. Tree branches and foresty bits. Clumpy foliage. Maybe there's my greener stuff. Some leaves I made out of actual leaves. There's the dark green foliage. Oh, jeez. Ah, frick. I think some of these little branches, I think. Right. The glue tray is back. any of these work? Any small ones in here? Oh, she's almost make whole trees. Just stick that on its base. That'll work. Dropping some clumps, but maybe like there. Can I find another piece? Oh, that snapped in half. Oh, this stuff is so fine. Like, hold on, this might work. Hold on, there we go. That makes a fairly dissectable tree branch. Now we're gonna need to get the pin drill out again, because these are small. Third size. So look at what I want to do with his base. I have one sticking up in the back. That'd be nice. Look at my thin groups. Not even Wensleydale. Actually appears to be several pieces stuck perfectly together. I don't know where those bits went. Screw it, I don't care. Because I like to be over the top with my shit. Super glue. Wouldn't be one of my minis if I wasn't go way over the top. It's gonna break. This is so gonna break. It's the first time I go to like use this guy. What the hell I'm thinking? What am I thinking? I'm gonna do this with all the roses, and it's gonna be a terrible fucking idea. I've started it, and I'm gonna have to make my peace with this terrible, stupid decision, but here we go. Why am I doing this? I don't know. Because I'm extra. Oh, shit. Pretty cool. Highly ridiculous, but cool. Alright, that's all the sticks I'm going to put on. And what about Radagast? Do I do it? Do I put him on Radagast too? How goofy. Oh, fuck. The package has this little bit here. And as I pulled it up to check stuff, it flipped up and launched a bunch of crap. Not great packaging design, I have to say. Bit of a mess. We're just launching fuzz everywhere. Alright. Alright. Whoops. Alright, so Gon's good. I want to do Gildor like I did the other elves. So, Radagast, he's got the stick in front. Do I put bushes in back? Do I go over the top and glue some bushes in behind him? Partially obscure my model, or do I not do that? Do I be normal? This looks like a lovely little shrubbery. Perfect. This one. You know what? This one looks more perfect, and it's a little sturdier. The rest of you all go back in your container. All your fuzz, all your sticks. So I'm going to toss this because it's just loose fuzz. I can put this away. If I can get to close, which I can't because all the fuzz inside of it is now at every little seam and gap over there. I want to go smaller on that drill bit though. This branch is a little thinner. And you need to calm down. Got Dr. Wife the Lego Milky Way. Building that. So where do I want to put this? Curves a bit, so I want to put it facing in. Like pretty close to the edge here, actually. I don't know why I'm doing this. Why do I have to go so extra in my bases? I don't know. I must. It is a compulsion I cannot help. Drill, 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 drill. I must be like right at like the right in the thick spot of its base. It is not. Yeah, drilling into a neodymium magnet. That will do it. Thought it was odd. It was cutting through the plastic so quick and then just stopped. Alright. Little teensy down to super glue. Let's where the hell's the hole? And I'll sit him down to glue peacefully because that piece is really thin. I gotta find a way to clean that super glue tip. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's get Gildor's buds. Oh, hold on. Is what's his face freaking done? You done drawing yet? Close enough. Let's hit him with the gloss. That's right. This will all make this look much more like mud. Fresh wet mud. Got to get in front of his toes. That's okay. Let's make sure to put extra snow there. The snow's solid. It's actually quite dry in winter, so I don't really have to worry about getting a lot of the other stuff too wet. If his feet got a little wet, it wouldn't be so bad. But like the branches don't really need to be wet. Recoat the rock again though. That kind of soaked. His foot. Foot like he's walking around in the mud. The hard part's going to be getting the snow in between his legs and stuff. It looks like this right here is still damp, but that's okay. I'll put some snow over it so I don't have to look at it. Let's let the gloss dry. I'll never be able to tell if it's dry because it's wet and shiny looking, so. Alright. Gildor. Okay, so those are dry. Alright. Gildor, where'd you go? There he is. Put some of this on him. I don't know if I want Radagast to have the same one or maybe more of this one. That's Gildor. Don't need much. Ooh, this brush is actually kind of solid. Whoops. Little blobs on here. You know what? Sometimes it's, oops, I almost dried my brushes on my mouse pad. Sometimes I just find it's easier to just like find some clumps, shake them out, and just dip them directly in. I'm only doing a couple guys, so it's not like bits of them will stick in the glue. Like, as long as it's not like a huge, you're doing a whole bunch of them, it doesn't really matter. If you're doing a whole bunch of them, you're going to get lots of bits in there, and it kind of ruins the glue. Like, you can see chunks are sticking. They're also sticking to my tweezers. A decent clump there. Might be 2 clumps. There. Let's cloak. Let me shove that under his cloak a little bit. A little tuft here. And they're sticking. They absorb a lot of the glue, which is great for getting them to stick. Does also mean they might be gluing themselves onto your tools. I see a cat here, got in here. With the bigger pieces in the back, because you don't see them too directly. They end up being larger, but they kind of, if you're looking at the front of the model, you end up being able to see the nice background scenery bits on them. Do I want to give Radagast any of these ones, or do I want to give them a mix? I'll give them a mix. Gotta find some decent pieces, though. One. I don't want to fill his base too much, because I do want to put critters on it at some point. Stick this one, cram that right in there so that it glues against the tree and stays steady. Go in, stay in, damn it. It flipped around and it's not gluing on his back, but son of a bitch. There it goes. I just pushed it in there. Clumpy, lumpy. Let's try some of this stuff. It might be better to use the brush to get these on there. Oops. Oh, look at that. Look, I made my model impossible to even touch. I knew this was going to happen. I knew these branches were an over-ambitious idea. What was I thinking? I was thinking it was going to look really cool. And it does look great. It looks fantastic. It's just not practically usable. I'm gonna snap part of his decor every time I reach for him. I don't want to paintbrush in my mouth. I'm not spraying too much. My third hand. What was I thinking? Yeah, these look awesome, but it's gonna be a pain in the ass trying to pick these up to play with. What can I say? Yeah. A little bit more for Radagast by his foot. Alright. Got little clumps on there. I just got to 3D print some critters to put with them. Brush. Flush the toilet. I like the brush flusher. I got some leaves I could put on. Gildor's looks a little plain. I'm gonna leave Gildor's as is in case I want to do the Rivendell stuff a specific way. I can add or change things to his base. What the hell was I thinking? It looks so cool, but also like, why have I done this? All right, Birder, how are you doing? You dry-ish. Dry-ish. Let's see. Let's see. This is kind of the same. What's my administrator? Dawn's don't work. Dawn's don't work. Actually, almost done here. What is it, 10:45? Okay, it won't be too late when I go to bed. I won't have completely screwed up my Monday. Won't be an ideal Monday, but it won't be a terrible Monday. I'm looking at this now. This is almost the same gray, I think. That sure was vibrant and noticeable. Yeah, it's the same gray. Try this brush out. I shouldn't have done that. Now it's not going to dry brush because it's wet. Just squeeze the piss out of it. Alright, so that was Dawnstone. The stratum seems too light, too dark still. Celestra, maybe? That'll be enough. Well, it's kind of a... Games Workshop whites are terrible. They're all gray. Corax white it is. Least white of the whites. It's okay, I don't need it to be on there good. I just need to be on there. Too much. It does kind of look like hewn stone a little bit, though. It's still a lot. That looks better. Still a lot. It's still a lot. Hmm. I'll smudge it around my fingertips a bit. Still leaves them fairly glossy looking. There is still so much fucking paint in this brush. Eh. It works. I cannot fathom why there's so much paint coming out of this still. It might just be the surface I'm hitting. It might just be the plaster. It's like I'm hitting other bits and it's like coming out a little bit. I would have wanted it to. But if I hit the plaster or the resin bits, it just like does smooth wipes on everything. Uneven little stain and stuff on the ground. Just the ground doesn't look totally even. Bonk. Right. Wash this brush again because goddamn. I think it's probably because that was one of my older paints that I diluted a little bit too much. And I think it maybe it's a little too liquidy just now and just absorbed right up the brush. I still see it up it. So out here. Everything's good. There. I guess we glue the trolls in now. Alright. Big guy. I gotta unjam that super glue. He's pretty lightweight, so I'm not really worried about the fact that he's not totally smooth. And then the other guys all have pegs in their feet, so he'll be fine. Probably. He might not be fine. Sagging a little. Right. How many pieces is that set home?
1,000 something. But they're all tiny little pokey pieces. The pyramids are the worst.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Shit. Okay, that's interesting. That is interesting. The bottom glue layer never dried. So like the PVA glue that I glued all the sand on. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull some of these off. it's like a flat layer. Ew. All right, him and his base are gonna, he's gonna like pull the poles. They're gonna sit over there. Everybody else kind of feels the same. So, hard to go out. Put some hard coat on these two for a little bit of water. And I think these are just gonna have to not have trolls put on them today. I'll have to glue them on like tomorrow evening or something. Gooey and wet again. Wet puddle in the cave. This is even the good troll. This is the base for the shitty troll. Stupid looking troll. Troll that looks like it's going through anaphylactic shock. Lower the darker spot to make it just look a little bit more wet. The screen monitoring my stream just went dark. Is it still good on the other system? Hey, computer, you okay? I was trying to load an ad. Wet. Damp cave. Got some little bats I could go around here too. He'll probably be fine once he's in there. You know what? Let me extend this wet area too. I printed some bats out and they like, I couldn't get them to print right. So they kept breaking off like their main bat swarm. So I just have like a little handful of tiny loose bats. A few bats included. Just as like decorative bits would be nice. So there, now we got some nice, shiny wet. There we go. There you are. Where's the camera? There it is. Shiny wet bases for them. All right. Really scrub this brush for the hard coat. 11 o'clock. I should be getting to bed, but I'm stubborn. All right, these bases are going to dry. Let's put the old tools on there. I lose my wire. There's a little bit of the nylon oxide too. All right, wire. So stick under my nails, but I got it off, so. He's barging through. That base is really busy. Where's the... Okay, this is the one I want in this one. Just glops down in the water. Resting away. That is a lot of super glue. Where do I want to put the other one? Who's that one? It's a regular troll. So if his foot's there and there, I don't want to put that like... There ought to be good. I think. I fucking hope. Yeah, that's plenty fine. This is the same pose. It'd be like over here. Pop that down in there. Little bitty bit. Reaching into the liquid. You know what? Dragging a little nylon oxide through some of these puddles and rocks and would actually look pretty good. One last one here. This big guy's gonna go here and there, so I'm gonna put it just like there. That ought to do. Of course, it's the one with the handle's got crap on it. It's gonna be in a pose where it's completely visible. Nice, soggy, wet. Birder. Let's put the snow on Birder. Snow in the bush. There. Don't need my water effects. Snow. Spatula, where'd you go? I don't think I'll need much more than... That's probably far more than enough. And the snow, I want to use this brush. I want to leave a couple little bare spots so I can attach some grass and plants, but like... Pat it in spots where you want it. It's not going to go on thin. It's going to go on thinner than the rest of the dirt. Downward strokes work great. Strokes work great because it gets on tops of things. Brush it down. No, on top of the stick. Some on my fingers. Oh boy. Scoop it back and push it next to his feet. To get it in this gap here. I can get it on his feet, that's okay. Where do I want to put the bush? Probably back here. So I'm going to put this a little thin over here. Nope, there's only shallow downstrokes on the rock. It's only on top. Only on the nice, snowy, exposed top of the rock. Very thin under his foot because he's just stopped there and he's pushed it away.
Uh-oh.
Did something just fly off the set, hun? I think it's... yeah, yeah. Put it one by one. Ooh, I almost dropped him. I want it on his balls, and I don't want it on his balls. Since we're wet, but a little mud showing through. Just a little bit. I think once it starts to dry a little bit, you can kind of like pat the surface a little bit and get it more manageable of a shape. A little bit next to his foot I want to get. All right. This bush. A little super glue on. This is moss I took off trees at work. Probably because I'm not letting anything dry in between. You know what? I'm gonna let it dry a little bit. Check the original. So the original, didn't put quite as much snow on it. There's a couple bushes. So let me. This poor brush cleaned up. Almost there. Bushes. Little plants and tufts. Wrong with this one. Let's get some dark green ones. What do I use for the dark green? Frozen highlight. A little swamp, probably. Maybe finish off on the darker ones. Maybe Deadlands. Maybe Deadland. We'll do one of these. Right, let that dry. This bin is a mess. From this bin, that's why it's a mess. It's all mixed up. In you go. In you go. It's the snow on my fingers. This gets everywhere. All right, how's your base now? It still feels a little soft. It's interesting. We just peeled off. These guys, however, feel doable. This one's nice and lightweight, so let me get this guy in.
Two-thirds is done. Oh my god, it's 11:15.
Yeah, I'm wrapping up here. I like little details while one step dries at a time. All right, he's good. That one appears good. So far, anyways. One. I should have checked with that one. What the back foot has any big masses under it. Does not. Okay. In. He glued in right away. Whoops. Headbutted my camera. If I look at him straight above, he's pretty well balanced. His mass is all over here. I'd remember to put like the magnets underneath their main body mass. Mwah. It's rubbery. Strange. All right, let's see if this guy will glue. Frickety frack. Thinking glued. Birder here, I'm going to smooth out a couple spots. Because the little bushes like smooth spots. Do it here too. He's still drying. Oh, see, now he's pretty solid. Let me set these boys up for a picture. All right, I think I'm gonna have to let Birder finish drying before we get some plants. So once the plants are glued in, I'm gonna brush a little snow on top of them so they come out like these ones, a little bit on top. My snow will be dry then. That's okay. I can get a little bit out of the pot. That'll be fine. It's okay. It's a little wobbly. Little wobbly. Gonbury gone with his freaking trees. Alright. That is about all I can really do tonight, unless we want to sit here for another 30 minutes while I get more and more tired. I have to get my brushes cleaned up. I have to go to bed. I have to go to work. My hand moving properly when I shuffle. It is. Kind of. Alright. That is it for me for tonight. Thanks for tuning in. I've got a lot of silver to deal with in the garage, a lot of copper contamination apparently. I'll get these guys pretty much finished, and I'll get the photos posted tomorrow afternoon once I can finish Birder. Yeah, I'm 4 wins in a row so far for the tourney, and I got another tournament this weekend. So I'll be a little busy, but I can get a little Red Dead or something then. All right. Anyways, that is it for me tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Gotta get my brushes cleaned up and head to bed, but have a good night, and I will see you later.